An anthem is a powerful musical composition that is used as a representation of a community and its individuals. Generally used for countries, the lyrics are symbolic of a nation's citizens' beliefs and ideologies. Anthems are used to unite and unify the individuals of the community under one common factor, be it under God as seen in Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika, or a different unifying factor as seen in La Marseillaise. I'll explore the subject of language and individuals under the topic of identity. I want to answer key consensual questions to guide this video essay. Questions such as how meaning can change through different contexts and time, and how national anthems are used to unify community and reflect on the individuals of the country. This video essay will analyze two national anthems, Nkosi Sikelel' Africa, the national anthem of South Africa, and La Marseillaise, the national anthem of France. The main focus question of this video essay is in what ways does language used in national anthems represent the identity and individuals of a country. Nkosi was composed in 1897 by Enoch Sontonga, a Methodist mission school teacher. The words of the first stanza was originally written in isiXhosa as a hymn for his students. 7 additional stanzas in isiXhosa were later added by a poet Samuel Mkaye. A Soweto version was published by Moses Mfelele in 1942. Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika, which translates to God Bless Africa, went on to become Africa's most famous anthem of black struggle against oppression and colonization. Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika is a national anthem of South Africa, but has been used as a national anthem for 4 different African countries, such as Namibia, Zambia, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe, after getting independence. Zimbabwe and Namibia have since adopted new compositions for their national anthems, but the song's melody is currently used as a national anthem of Tanzania and national anthem of Zambia, and since 1997, a portion of the national anthem of South Africa. Before South Africa's first democratic elections in 1994, the country had 2 anthems, an official and an unofficial one. The official anthem was Die Stem, in English, the Call of South Africa. The unofficial anthem, Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika, was a symbol of independence and resistance to apartheid, sung by the majority of the population and at all anti-apartheid rallies and gatherings. So South Africa would play the whole of Die Stem, followed by the whole of Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika. In 1907, they merged the two.
Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
In the first 2 stanzas, there is an ABC, BC, BCA rhyming scheme, and in the 4th and 3rd, it changes to an alternating rhyming scheme. Like the alternating rhyming scheme, the anthem switches languages 5 times to integrate and represent the 5 most spoken languages in South Africa: isiXhosa, Zulu, Soweto, Afrikaans, and English. Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika is riddled with biblical references. In the name and in the first line of the anthem, Nkosi Sikelel' iAfrika is translated to God Bless Africa. The second line, Malivakanisu Oponowayo, translates to raise high her glory. This is a biblical reference to the song Hosanna in the Highest. This is also a metaphor for South Africa. Songatonga is referencing Africa as her, symbolizing Africa as a mother. This is apparent in the next line. Nkwesikalele, Tina Loesu Iwayo translates into God bless us, we, her children, with inclusive language used throughout the anthem. The effect it has on the audience is unifying and a feel of camaraderie between the citizens. Nkwesikalele uses 5 of the most spoken languages in South Africa: isiXhosa, Zulu, Xhosa, Afrikaans, and English. 70% of the population of South Africa says these are their first languages. Most South Africans speak more than one language. This inclusion of more than one language in the national anthem represents the vast majority of the population who lives in both urban and rural areas. This representation highlights the diversity of South Africa's landscape and its individuals' identities. Another national anthem that unifies and gives the sense of camaraderie is the French national anthem. The French national anthem, La Marseillaise, was written by Captain Claude-Joseph Rouget de Lille in 1792. The mayor of Strasbourg asked Rouget de Lille to write a song that would rally troops to defend their homeland that is under threat. Originally titled Chant de guerre pour les armes du Rhin, War Song of the Army of the Rhine, it was made France's national anthem in 1795 but lost its status under Napoleon I and was suppressed during the Bourbon Restoration. The song had come back in commission in 1830 after the then King Charles X was overthrown in the Three Glorious Days uprising, but soon fell back to being sung if you're old-fashioned. But in 1870 became national anthem again during France's Third Republic. David Walker, professor emeritus of French at the University of Sheffield, has said, "Most people don't pay all that much attention to the thoroughly bloodthirsty lyrics. Unlike Garte the Queen, La Marseillaise is not an acrostic song. It's about the people, it's about being a citizen. What more, it's a rousing anthem, and people can sing it with gusto." The anthem's message of defiance and resistance have proved incredibly potent at key moments in France's history: invasion during World War I and the occupation during World War II. This revolutionary song is all about the citizens and being a unit, a battalion, against oppression, war, terrorism, and being an example of courage and solidarity during hard times. The first 8 lines of the French national anthem is all 8 syllables. This sets the tone and makes the last 5 lines much more powerful when singing it. This change in syllables makes the last stanza of the anthem feel accelerated. Paired with the A-B, A-B-A, B-B-A rhyming scheme, this makes dramatic suspense. This is also created with the use of similar words to make paronomos, a process that consists of bringing together within a sentence or verse paronyms for a stylistic purpose, for example, who will live, who looks like. This is shown in Campania and Compagnia. Also in the first stanza, the last words alternate between masculine and feminine. This builds a symbol of patrie, translated into motherland, a feminine word as a female character, for example, a mother, opposed to a masculine translation. The 4 lines, entendu-vous dans les campagnes, bouger, c'est vous ce soldat, ils venons jusque dans vos bras, et gaucher vos villes, vos campagnes, is allegorical. The soldiers aren't just fighting their enemy or for themselves, they are fighting for France, for freedom. Here, France is also personified under the traits of a woman, and the soldiers are her children. If all citizens are her children, then the citizens are brothers, creating the effect of brotherhood and companionship, togetherness. The word soldat is also symbolic of anyone that fights against oppression and fights for liberty. In the last stanza, où âme s'étend, vous battelons is symbolic. The citizens can stand up and fight for their ideas and beliefs. With a repetition of marchand, it creates a dramatic effect, but creates a theme and effect, a camaraderie between all French people. The last lines on the anthem is metaphorical. Water our furrows is a metaphor for fertilization and germination. The future and prosperity of the country, essentially. This evokes the feeling of hope.